Let people get joined up here. You guys hear me okay? Yep. Well, you must be able to hear me then. Christmas tree's gone. That makes me happy and sad. Thanks for whoever sent me that Andrea takes it down on the 30th. I knew it was there was a very logical reason for it, and I didn't realize it until you told me that that's why she did it, because we go to New Year's Eve at the hotel, and then when we come back, it's a new year, and everything's good, and don't have to do any Christmas chores. She's ready to start the year, so that's always what she did. But I wouldn't have taken it down today if someone hadn't messaged me, because I had kind of said something on the other live about when to take down the tree, and I don't know when Andrea did it, and someone went back and watched the video and looked at her little planner, and she does it on the 30th, and I was like, all right, that's great. And I didn't thank whoever said that. I didn't even see it. That just popped up, which is one of the things I was going to mention about. I've been getting so many messages. You guys might have seen that I made a post on Facebook that I'm just going to ignore messages for a while, because it absolutely is ridiculous how many messages I've been getting, and they make me feel not good inside. I've been feeling very yucky about the whole thing, and I kind of got a habit of just being truthful and not keeping things quiet that I should. And I told you guys all I was looking for somebody and send me messages and all that, and I didn't realize until I was getting all these messages that that's just not what I want to do. It made me feel really not good inside to be getting all those bunches of messages, and I absolutely didn't like it. So I completely regret telling all that. I'm not looking for anybody. I just need to be a dad and concentrate on getting this grieving thing out of the way, and I'm not in the right place to be doing that kind of thing. So yeah, some of the lives were you guys probably saw, were kind of getting out of control, and people being catty and weird, and it didn't make me feel good inside. It didn't make me feel like a Christian man. So I apologize for all that. And if anybody's happened to be here, I probably lost a bunch of people, I'm sure, from it. But whatever. I don't know if I did or not. But what, baby girl? She broke a light. Okay.
It's like hanging down.
Just turn the lights off. I'll go in there and look at it in a second. Just turn the lights off. Turn the light switch off, okay? Apparently, Claudia broke the light or something. It's hanging down, so I'll go look at it in a second, see if it's anything to worry about. But as long as the light's off, we'll be okay. So anyways, this channel's always been about having a big family and all that stuff, and this is all those things are part of it, I guess. But it didn't feel right, and I don't know. I didn't like any of it, and so I don't want any of the flirting and any of the comments, and I'm kind of too dumb to know when I'm being flirted with unless it's ridiculously obvious, and I don't want any of that. Any of the stuff, subtle or not subtle, and yeah, I'm sorry for everybody for all that stuff. I just don't like it. So, yeah. So, nice and naive. Well, you know what? That's not the first time I've heard that being described of me, and I concur. I concur. So, I'm very emotional right now. I've cried more in these last months than I have my entire life times 10. And I'm not myself, and I let my emotions run away with me, and I need to do things in God's timing and follow what God wants for me and not anything else. So yeah. All right. So I'm actually looking at the chat now. So I couldn't look at you guys. Still small voice. Yes, exactly right. And by the way, bravo to the winner of the swimsuit contest, which is not like you expect to have a swimsuit contest, but somebody did manage to get a swimsuit here today. So, I mean, what did I tell you guys on that? Saturday? Was that like 2 days ago? And I got one today, Monday, in the mail. So I kind of suspect I might have a whole bunch of swimsuits for Eden in the mail, and that is amazing and wonderful. And I promise you they will get used/donated. When I told her that I had a swimsuit for her and that she's going to be getting a whole bunch more probably in the mail, she just had the biggest, cutest smile. She was on the stairs coming upstairs, and she was just like, okay. And it was just like she felt so special. It was absolutely wonderful. So I made her go in there and try it on, and it does fit, and it works good. We couldn't find the little thing she wore around her waist that Andrea made for her, but it's a plenty modest one piece by itself, so I'm okay with it. But yeah, it's got little. I should have got it. Justus, have Eden bring me her swimsuit that she got today. But she felt so special, and you guys heard it the other day when she was opening the present. She felt all spoiled, and she just felt so amazing. Where's your swimsuit that you got? You want to show everybody your nice necklace that you got that someone gave you? She's been wearing her new necklaces, her little choker. Look how beautiful she is. Doesn't she look so pretty? She sure does. They call it choker because it looks like it's choking you, but they're very pretty. Yeah. Hey, wait, you guys supposed to be in bed. That was the whole point. You guys supposed to have been in bed a half an hour ago. Gooses? Okay, so whoever sent this one, is this the front or the back? That must be the back. This is the back. So I don't know about swimsuits. So it's got little unicorns and rainbows on it or whatever. So whoever managed to get this here, heck, for all I know, it was me that got it here. I don't even know. Was this the one I ordered? You guys remember? But so, all right, you gotta get to bed though. You guys are supposed to be in bed. You giving Hannah a strawberry milk? She likes it. I didn't know you'd been giving her strawberry milk. You gotta let me know when you do that. You gotta get her all pumped up on sugar. It's all right. It's all right. She can have it. Nope, not the one I ordered. Okay, so whoever sent that one, thank you. So.
What?
You heard about the swimsuit thing. I got a swimsuit today for Eden.
How many?
In just a little bit. Would you get her some chocolate milk? Great. She wants brown milk. Yes, and you get some regular milk. I can't believe we put you guys all to bed, and that was like 25 minutes ago, and then they're up like nothing's ever happened. In case you didn't know, the kids are on privileges. Normally, you have to be on E-privilege to stay up till 9 in our family. It almost never happens, especially for the little ones, because they got to memorize verses and do work, and they don't do it most of the time. But for Christmas break, we put them all on E-privilege, and I kind of thinking maybe I shouldn't do that anymore, or at least not extend the extra hour bedtime privilege. So they don't know what to do with themselves, and now they don't go to bed right at all. But yeah, for New Year's Eve, yes. New Year's Eve is tomorrow, and we've been doing it for 15 years. We've been going to this same motel that's changed hands a million times, and it's got a giant indoor, like the foyer or whatever, the middle part is all just one giant carpeted place, and then the rooms are all on the outside looking down over the main room. And in there, it's got a giant pool that's all gated, and then they have kids' toys and little slides and stuff to climb on, and they have tables there all set up, and they don't mind if we stay up all night and blow noise poppers and everything at midnight, and we play games and talk and have a little party all night and just stay up all night and welcome in the new year. And it's one of our favorite traditions, and it's a lot of fun. But Eden's swimsuit didn't fit, so that's the story there. And I've known that it didn't fit, and Daddy just is not good at getting things done when he's supposed to, and so then all of a sudden someone, I think it was one of you guys actually said, did you even get a swimsuit that fit? Because I don't know how you guys knew. Some of you guys knew that didn't fit even. And so then I said, uh-oh, we don't get it in time. And so the next day, and before you know it, 1 million people were sending stuff in. And atrium, how did I say? Foyer? I don't know. I knew I said, I'm going to say foyer. And someone say that's not what that is. But, yeah, I don't know. But you still do Taco Tuesday and Pizza Thursday? Yep, we sure do. We haven't had a Taco Tuesday because stuff keeps coming up. Tuesday this time was Christmas Eve, which that runs into our Christmas Eve tradition, which is presents and hanging out at Papa Gary's house. And the Tuesday before that, there was a reason too. But now tomorrow, Tuesday, is going to be New Year's Eve, so there's not going to be Taco Tuesday either. Solomon and Sophia, or Solomon and Claudia were both really bummed out that we weren't having Taco Tuesday. Everybody saying hi to you too, Thomas.
Hi.
Well, slow mode is on and the chat is fast. So yeah, I'm standing by all that other stuff I said earlier, and I don't want to have to do anything drastic like get rid of people. So keep all those feelings and stuff. And I'm sorry because I asked for it, but I'm now unasking for it. So yeah. Thank you so much of you and Andrea. I didn't know a Lady Gaga song could remind me of me and Andrea, but I'll have to check it out. Ask Thomas if he has the gold yet.
No, I don't have the gold yet.
Oh, I see. I didn't know what he was talking about. Is Thomas growing a mustache?
I'm growing a mustache.
Yep, he's never shaved, so that's just what he's growing.
I noticed when I was in the mirror today, I've got like a whole lot of stuff here and here now. It looks really weird.
You do. You got kind of a Maynard. No one knows who Maynard is anymore. Maynard thing going on.
More like an Elvis plus like.
There's a guy in a show named Maynard. I didn't even watch the show, but that was favorite computer games. I haven't played a game, and I can't tell you how long. I've just been not feeling normal. So I was playing Fallout in VR. I love my VR virtual reality headset that you can, like, you're in the game. Absolutely love it. I've been playing Fallout. That's a fun game, and there's a bunch of little dinky games like playing with the boys, but I haven't touched a computer, and I can't tell you how long.
Like a whole few hours.
No, for a game. When's the last time I played a game? It's been a long time.
There was that time we said, all right, guys, I'm officially getting back into playing games now.
Yeah.
Play seasons with that for one time.
Well, I know you guys like to play games with Dad, and I thought, I'm going to do it. I'm going to play games with the kids. I'm going to do it. I mean, video games, something my favorite thing to do in all the world. If I can't make myself play video games with my kids, what can I do? So I said, I'm going to do it. I'm getting back in. We're going to play, guys. And then I played like 1 or 2 times, and I didn't do it. But Thomas being an adult, you know what? He's straight up an adult already. So I don't think he's going to get a rush of adulthood at midnight on the 4th. Yeah, it is a week, isn't it? Crap.
5 days.
I do have your present already, so if that's what you're thinking, know that I cared about you enough to get it already. It's not wrapped or nothing, and we usually give you 3 presents, and so I got to get some dinky little ones because this one's a good one. But only other game I played is Fruit Ninja. Oh yeah. Solomon loves Fruit Ninja, but he absolutely needs supervision so he doesn't destroy something, because it's not just slashing. It's absolute death. He'll absolutely destroy a controller or destroy a little kid if he doesn't have any supervision on it. But he absolutely loves that game. Been 1 or 2 nights at the hotel. Just one night. We actually leave the next morning, so we check out, and of course we do next morning. I guess you check out in the morning.
Oh, when are we leaving tomorrow?
We usually go about 5:30 is when we usually get there, and then we hang out there and we'll get pizza, and Andrea would always get me a meat and cheese tray. One time I told Andrea that it doesn't feel like a party if I don't have a meat and cheese, or better, what did I say? I said it always feels like a party if I have a meat and cheese tray because I just love meat and cheese, pepperoni and cheese cracker trays. And so when she heard that, that was probably 5 years ago. Every party we went to, she made sure there was a meat and cheese tray there. So make sure we get one of those. And a bunch of junk and cookies and fun and games, and it should be great. Does VR make you feel nauseous? Absolutely did. Absolutely. I was so bummed out. Actually, you can see me doing VR for the first time when I got my Oculus Rift. It's on the my channel. If you search for Tom Mills, you'll see my old channel that I don't really do anything with now. But I do it on there, and I absolutely get completely motion sick. But over continuing to do it, I mean, I'm not going to give up. I was forcing myself to get into it, and so I don't get motion sick anymore. I still feel weird if I stay in there too long. You know, if I'm playing for an hour or two, I'll feel a little strange when I get out. But manage to get over motion sickness in it. I was bummed. Can't do VR. I was sick about it in 2 minutes. There are games for it. So, like, if you get the Oculus Rift, they have games rated. And I can tell you, all the games that are green, they're comfortable. None of those will make you sick. It's only games that make you move. Most of the Steam games, they don't seem to be very optimized for that kind of thing.
They weren't originally necessarily meant to be.
I think that it's a development kits. Development kits for Steam are just so common that everybody can just throw a game together and call it a VR game. And it's a bunch of first-person shooters or whatever that move around and make you sick. But if you start out, like Lucky's Tale on the Oculus is a side-scrolling, like a Mario game, and you're stationary some of the time, and then sometimes the camera moves a little bit, and it's like, makes you sick. But it's only in small doses. And I was able to get through that even early on by playing just a few minutes at the time until I finally got over it. What was for dinner tonight? So what do we have? Oh, you weren't here. So Thomas was working.
I ate Subway.
Thomas had Subway for dinner. But we had spaghetti, and someone shared how to make some really good green beans. So I put some greens on the table. Judah was having some serious vegetable guilt. I think he told me a few days ago, Dad, we haven't had vegetables in so long. And not that he likes vegetables, but I think he wants to do good and eat good and be healthy. So we made some green beans that were cooked with brown sugar and bacon, and I couldn't believe that they were green beans. They did not taste like green beans.
The ones that you bought at Deals?
Uh-huh. They tasted like...
Were they expired?
No. We cooked them the way I cooked them.
Oh.
So I put green beans in a pan, and then garlic and onion, and I chopped up raw bacon, and then brown sugar on top of that. I was following the recipe they gave me, so...
I don't think any of the kids before today have ever had bacon in
I know. Maybe it was a bad time to experiment. I don't know, but it was really good. I mean, I actually liked them. They did not taste like green beans, which I don't know what that means. I mean, they didn't taste like green beans, but they were good. Your kids play Fortnite? Justice does. Justice plays Fortnite.
Either play that game or you're violently against it.
Yeah. I could have totally gotten into that game. It's just totally a Team Fortress, clone, and more of a. It's like Team Fortress, but in a free for all mode.
I mean, it's a clone of a lot of things.
Absolutely.
It's like it's only a Team Fortress clone. You got to get through those tiers of clones. There's something clone Team Fortress 2.
Yes, Team Fortress was like the first one though. Yeah. Team Fortress was like the first one that was like that caught on. It was like, yes, this is this kind of a game. So, anyways, I could have totally gotten into a game like that, but I just don't have the time to get into games right now.
Fortnite is a clone of PUBG.
Yes, Fortnite is a clone of PUBG, but PUBG is a clone of Team Fortress.
No, there's different
Team
things.
Fortress is a 5v5. I understand. Overwatch, yes, but all of those came from Team Fortress, though. Team Fortress was the first one that did it. Team Fortress 2.
Multiplayer shooter game?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft. That's closer to Fortnite than
No, that's an RPG. It's not even close.
calling RPG not even close to Fortnite is like calling Fortnite.
Do the kids like the green beans? So, if we're being honest, I mean, it's the kind of thing where, do you guys like it? Yeah. Do you want some more? No. So, I thought they were good. So, I was legitimately surprised. I'm pretty sure I overcooked them. So, they're kind of shriveled up and smaller. So, I think I overcooked them, or maybe it's supposed to look that way. I don't know. But they all tasted good. Asher was surprised. He ate it and said it was good, but he was surprised that it was sweet. And he said it's like going to a Chinese food place and getting chicken, and it's not like chicken, it's like syrupy, sweet chicken. And so one of these days I'll just have to just open the can, salt and pepper, heat them up, butter, and do the old-fashioned way again. But so any confirmation that Tom and Ed had found your conversation about? No, I haven't had any confirmation. I found some people give me some really good videos of some neat advice that she had given that was very special that I enjoyed, but haven't found that yet. So people say they've heard it. And I know I've had the conversation with her probably 4 or 5 times in my life, but and I wasn't aware that we had it on camera, but somebody said they heard it. So yeah, so she says she saw it. Someone else said they saw it, so I'm assuming that it's there. One of these days, I'm going to go back and watch the first video she ever made. I'm going to watch every single video, which I'd never done that. I didn't watch videos about our week because I lived the week and I didn't really care about watching it. But I'm absolutely going to do that once I can stomach it and handle it. I've watched a few isolated parts here and there, a couple videos all the way through, but it's not to the point where I really enjoy it yet. It still hurts. Any room for the New Year's Eve party or away? I wouldn't be surprised if that happens one of these days, but we'll be there. Brother got an Oculus. Did a Hillsong concert at Red Rocks. It was so cool. 50 minutes away, so I'm missing out. Oh, that's awesome. Pretty soon we'll be able to go to the concerts all in VR. I'm not sure if that's what you're talking about, but maybe companionship you get through a live chat with actual companionship with their family is what needs instead of private chat, personal nature right now. Yeah, exactly. The people that I'm close with, those are the people that I'm going to talk to, and that's just how it should be. And I'm sad. I'm ashamed that I did get the way that I did. So it's not good, and it's not what this channel was supposed to be, and it was weakness on my part. So who are your favorite bands? Thomas, do you even know a band?
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine, yeah, if you watch that in the show, yeah. I don't know about band, but I like Lorena McKennett's one of my favorites, and Lindsey Sterling is really good, and I like Enya.
Beatles. I know that band.
Yeah, no.
Elvis.
And who else? Blackmore's Night is really good. Imagine Dragons. You're getting all kinds of Imagine Dragon fans popping out. Thomas doesn't even know who they are.
I didn't watch a video.
we watched the Impractical Jokers where they when the Practical Jokers get up and do the opening for the Imagine Dragons, and that's funny. So
I thought I was saying the name wrong. I remember they were saying the name wrong. I don't remember if it was Imagine Dragons or Imagination Dragons.
That's what he told them to say.
Yeah, I don't remember which one.
The Imagination Dragons was the wrong one. It's Oh man, Journey, huh? I don't even know any bands. It's not the kind of thing that he's ever gotten into. I think he was like me at that age. I knew what music I liked, but I could not tell you who sang it. I could watch the movies that I liked, but I didn't know the actors that were in it. I couldn't have told you.
But I learned I know Will Smith. I think that's the only actor I know.
He's like, well,
Because we've seen like him in like 7 movies.
yeah, he was like the highest paid
actor.
actor for the longest time. So he's super famous, and Will Smith is really funny. So everybody knows Will Smith.
I
But
just saw him on the time that I started recognizing. Anyway, it's the same person.
yeah, I love music. I can't work without music. I have to have music on whenever I do a project. Any project I have that you see on video probably doesn't have sound on it. It's muted because I'm listening to some music in the background. So, and yeah, so I absolutely love music, and I love learning about new music that I've never heard before. And Ty Stone, oh, I'll have to. Thomas needs his own mic for the lives. I actually got a mixer. You want to go get it?
All Star.
I can get
Their
it.
band.
All Stars on the
Smash
band.
Mouth.
Our Star is the name of a song.
Smash Mouth. Got it mixed up.
What other songs do they sing?
Well, that's not what I was asking. I was asking what bands they know.
Yeah, right, exactly. I got a little mixer that can take one wireless mic and a couple other mics. So I plan on having more. We can do the lives with more of the kids and hanging out, and everybody having their own mic. So as for now, I can probably just put this halfway in between us. I haven't seen Chad. How is he? I haven't seen him lately either. I don't know what that means.
I don't even know what kind of music Imagine Dragons plays.
I know you don't. I mean, I
know the name that a lot of people like.
They're very popular. They're very popular. Yes.
It's like sports teams.
I like Goldfinger too. Goldfinger's pretty old.
I feel like I recognize it.
They got some filthy songs, and there's things I don't agree with. But for the most part, they have some really cool music. They're really good. The Doors, yeah. Yeah, you can hear Hannah already in there, but that's a good mic picking up all kinds of stuff. How much Thomas has become such a fine young man. Be proud of yourself, Thomas. Look at that. He is a fine young man. I'm very proud of him. He's been. It's weird to see the kids cross the line, because like, I think about the relationship we have with our parents and and Papa Gary and my mom, and we can be friends with our parents. There's a time you cross over from just being a kid and getting disciplined and stuff, and hanging out and being friends with your parents. And I see Thomas is already that for me. So and after and Judah getting there too. All that I enjoy just being with my kids and having fun with them instead of just always having the kid relationship. And I've been able to talk to Thomas about big things, and he's been there for me, and I've been there for him, and he's turned into a man. He is a man. He's a man now. So he's been a man for actually a couple years probably now. I can't hear you well anymore. I took the mic off, but it's Tom. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. Salty or sweet treats? Oh, they're both good. I've learned that the evilness of having both, because you get sick of sweet and then you stop eating. And if you get sick of salty treats, you stop eating there too. But if you get salty and sweet, you can alternate back and forth and continue to eat until you explode.
What if you salt killing worms?
Well, they have some of those candies now. They're salty sweet, like pretzels with like a pretzel mix. No, like a pretzel mix, then it'll be salty sweet. It'll be like sweet and salty at the same time. It is good though.
In my mind, that sounds like taking a cup of sugar, a cup of salt, pouring them into a bowl, mixing it up, and then eating that. That doesn't sound like fun.
Bee Gees. I have heard of the Bee Gees. And I may have heard some songs from the Bee Gees. Popcorn with Reese's Pieces. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Salty and sweet. What's the last book you read? It's going to be letters from the founding fathers of Christianity. It might have been Ignatius.
Bible.
Yeah, but I didn't read it all the way. We read the Bible all the time, and we go through it a lot, but I can't say that I sat down and actually opened the book and read it cover to cover. Mostly we do that with study and then audio Bible, but
When was that time that you read that book? So.
Not that long ago. Well, Andrea was alive, so I guess it was longer ago than I suspect. 6 months ago, probably. Yeah. I still dabble in Paul Mayer. That's the guy's name I was trying to think of the other night. Paul Mayer did a translation of Josephus's works, and I had read his new stuff, but I hadn't read the complete one. So.
If they see a reflection in the window, they should be able to see.
What's the name of that book again, Tom? I don't know the name. No, it is the letters of the Founding Fathers, but Apostolic Fathers. Apostolic Fathers, I believe, from the Loeb Classical Library. The Loeb is the name of the producer. It's they have really, really great scholarly books where you can see the Greek on one side and the English on the other side, and it's very, very enjoyable. Loeb's got an entire series, and I finished the whole series. That was the last one that I hadn't read. Augustine was the one I read before that. That's the latest one, and I decided that's as late as I want to go in church history. I didn't want to. I didn't. There were some things about Augustine I didn't like, and I didn't like where he was coming from. But so past that, I don't want to read any farther than that as far as Christian history. But up to that point, I'm all up to date. What's a family memory with Thomas as a kid? Maybe we can play one right now. I can play. I'm gonna jump on number 4.
Oh.
I did it. I actually played me on the javelin the other day. Yeah. Videos. What year was that? It was like 2004. No, maybe 2005. How old were you then, Thomas?
I don't know, less than 10, open one.
2006. 2000. There it is. 2007. Okay, so if I play this, Thomas was such a cutie.
Then I changed.
He was just more. He's always been the same person, but he became reserved.
You became reserved?
About when he says it and who he shares his silliness with. So he still gets just as silly and as cute and as fun with Caden.
Especially when he's at Beagle. Okay. Well, on Thursday.
Okay, let's see here. Add source. Window. Daredevils. Alright, can you guys see that? Sorry, I'm not super good at doing this yet, so I could have edited out the frames and everything.
Yeah, it's nice and small. Now it's big.
I can't get it much bigger than that. You're going to have to just see that. So this is the houses. This is before the boys' room even existed. So.
This was the birth of my competitive nature.
Yep. And he's so cute. All right, we're going to play it here. So.
I have my stand up.
Okay, Judah, get down the stairs and show Judah where to stand.
Go ahead, Asher. You can take your turn. 1, 2, 3, jump.
My turn?
Let's let Judah come down the stair. Okay, your turn, Judah.
Broken. See what?
Basement's a mess. Again, there was no kids living down
My
there.
turn
So.
now.
No, not from there. Go down the way they ordered, Thomas.
But this is not first and I try going on it.
Okay.
Watch out, guys. It's Thomas's turn.
Watch out! I'm gonna jump on number 4. Do you all the way? You're like, Bell. Go! Robin wins. Again. Me again.
is so cute.
No, Judah.
Me again.
Go down one more. Asher, your turn. Go. Same time. Ready? Both of you together. 1, 2, 3, go.
He's scared now.
Oh, is that the end of it? Okay, well. Anyways, we joke all the time about Thomas saying he's gonna jump on number 4, or
Nobody mentions that except for you, that part.
I think that's so cute to me where he says foul. He's just really cute. I don't know. I think it's cute. So anyways, so.
You couldn't even make it more.
Chad is too fast, and I got slow mode on, so I'll have to up the timer on slow mode maybe. Although if nobody's saying the same thing twice, then yeah, it is depressing having the boys growing up. Well, there's Judah over there too. Oh, that is Asher.
What?
I was thinking that was Judah sitting right there, but let's see. Let's see if I can. There we go. So yeah, I got a mixer. So we're gonna be getting the that stuff down to where we can have more mics around for everybody. Getting up in the game with the professional stuff. Tom, you look so much more at peace. Well, that would be accurate, I think. I feel good about things now. And I hadn't been feeling good about them. So. Next decade, Thomas will be 26 into 27. Yeah, isn't that weird to think about? I often think about just warping like 20 years down the road and just wondering what's going to be. There's no telling. Are you going to do your New Year's tradition, going live at all tomorrow? I thought about doing it. Just, maybe not for very long. It's a fun family tradition, and I don't want to drag everybody down because other people come. Papa Gary comes, and Amy's family usually comes, and lots of people in the family come. And I don't want to drag it down by being the weird dude with a camera, showing live video. That made people uncomfortable. But I probably will go live at some point. Oh, crud, we need to get a box of cards. Do some drafting. Is Caden and Thane come? Or Caden's coming?
I would assume they're doing nothing.
Probably, yeah. So we usually get a big box of magic cards and we do drafts all night. It should be fun.
No, I'm not making anything. Ashley's making ramen.
They're
Eating
open
ramen.
all night for their New Year's.
Well, they asked if you were cooking. So, he's cooking up a stove. Ooh.
I get that question a lot. If you guys offered a reality TV show, would you do it? That's the kind of thing that it'd have to actually happen before we decide. Maybe. I mean, I don't know how that stuff works. I heard that kind of be really bad for things and mess up your family. I don't want that. But maybe it would be a good. I don't know. I want to feel like I wouldn't, but I don't know. Maybe we would. Hotel is local. It's local. It's pretty close.
Wait, swimming suit came already?
Huh? Yeah, someone got a swimming suit here this morning.
Oh.
I went to the post office this morning and it was there. So I couldn't believe it.
The reason why this happened wait, now we're going to cancel all the order.
Our old magic cards, no, we're just going to get 1,000 swimsuits, I think. Our old magic cards worth something? They could be. Depends on how old and which ones. But if you don't, yeah, there's some valuable cards. Or you could just send them to us, and we'll tell you if you want to give them to us. We'll tell you if they're worth anything.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but there's some cards like the first cards that first came out. They have to be like 93. It'll say down at the bottom of what year they are. But there's some cards, that are worth $40,000. So I mean, very expensive cards. But that's the Black Lotus. There's none of the other ones are that way. But there's some very expensive cards, anyways. Have you heard the song? I can only imagine. My mercy made me think of Andrea. So I'm gonna share something that'll probably make me not liked, but I never liked that song. I can only imagine. I mean, that made me a big emotional. What's wrong with me that I cannot like that song? But I just don't. Mostly because the whole song is, I can only imagine. But then he tells us how he wondered what he's thinking about. I can only imagine it, but let me tell you all the things that I think it might be. So it's not. He can sing it too. It's not only imagine. He can imagine and tell us about it. Anyways, it was a fun song and it's beautiful, but a little high on the emotions for me and my side. But I do like to think about those things. I like to imagine those things. Andrea loved the song, so we used to talk about it all the time. That I didn't like it, and she did like it, and so it was one of our fun little debates we had. That's probably the reason why I'm sharing that with you. That was a good question. Little girls have suits that fit? Yeah, I'm sure they still do. Yep. I hope so. I'm pretty sure.
Get a couple bags and go over and put it in the cup.
Well, no, we could do t-shirts and shorts. They don't have shorts. Yeah, they do. You can put them in leggings. They can swim in leggings. We have they fit. I'm sure they fit. Mom, you think so serious about things. I know, I do. I've always been against, when it comes to Christian songs that are only meant to spark emotions, right? There's a fun little meme. I don't have it ready. I'd show it to you, where it shows worship songs from 200 years ago, and it says mighty fortress is our God, a bulwark never fading, our helper he amid the flood, all that awesome stuff in those old hymns. And then it says modern worship, everything I do is God, everything I do is God, everything I do is God, and it just says the same thing over and over again. And it's all playing on emotions a lot, trying to get us to have an emotional response to the song rather than truly thinking about God and worshiping him for what he is. And so I've always personally been down on songs that just try to make you cry and emotional. And I really like the songs that have full of meaning and, those kinds of things. So Tim Hawkins is wonderful. He reminds me of Andrea's cousin. Well, I guess he's a married cousin, but Phil Warman. He looks just like Phil Warman.
Oh, Phil Warman guy, yeah.
Taylor's dad.
Oh, Taylor, yeah.
Oh,
He doesn't live there anymore.
you don't know Taylor?
Wait,
And Aspen and Hunter, yes.
Oh,
Oh my goodness, Thomas, over there not watching.
That's what he sounds like.
You listen to other American preachers? No. Unfortunately, I just like reading the Bible and studying the Bible. So I just keep going back to the Bible. That doesn't mean there can't be good sermons. But if you take concentrated Bible, why water it down with a bunch of other stuff? It's a good way to get started, and it's a good way to understand things maybe you don't understand. But ultimately, we have the pure, undiluted truth of the Bible, and to talk for a half hour, 45 minutes about one or two verses. Now, I heard some preachers that are really good, and they can use lots of scripture and lots of verses. And we thought about all this kind of stuff when we started the home church. What will we do for home church? What will be the purpose? What should we do? And that's when we decided the formula that we do, which is basically the Bible study that we do. That we read through a chapter, we discuss it, and we talk back and forth about what we think it means and those types of things. And then we do the next one. And, keep doing those types of things instead of... who all will joking you tomorrow night. The movie, yes, I've heard the movie is awesome, and I'm not saying the song isn't good. I'm not saying the song isn't good. I don't like it myself. So I don't mean anything against anybody else who likes it or speaks to their heart and is awesome and great. I don't mean any of that stuff. So to me, it's just high on the emotions, and that tends to make me not like them. Oh, joining. Oh, who all is joining? I should have noticed that. I thought I would figure that out. So it'll be probably Caden and maybe Mrs. Reeves and Mr. Reeves, maybe tomorrow night at New Year's Eve.
Papa's gonna be there.
Papa and probably Bethany and Amy and Maria and probably Titus is gonna be there. Titus, that'd be great. Some of the cousins and who else? Anybody else? I don't know. Laura, maybe. I imagine Laura would stop by. She usually did. It's good to see you happy and relaxed. I guess so.
Changed the law. So now you have to be 21 to smoke.
Velveeta box as a stand for one of your dinners back in 2017. Vaguely. How many rooms do you get? Do you get a suite? So we used to get by on just one room and just use kids sleep on the floor, that type of thing. But we've gone to 2 rooms now, and we try to get them adjoining, which is nice. You can open that door between the 2 rooms. That's kind of cool. And I don't know who all is staying. Papa Gary's not staying overnight this time. He has to work tomorrow. I'm not sure who else is getting a room and who's not. Maybe it'll be just us, but. Enjoying your Bible study. It's great. We really enjoy doing them. They're a lot of fun. I love Andrea always found every situation funny in her giggle. Yeah, her giggle is so great. So great. I love when she's telling something that she knows and she says it and she'll be like talking. She'll say, "This is so great." And she'll do this little laugh. And I can't do it, but she does this little quick laugh in the middle and then she keeps going. And I absolutely love it. And there's just so many things I love thinking about. Yeah, I got my Three Amigos over here. Not many people know what Three Amigos. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. It's not necessarily just a movie. We were on since we've been on. Oh my gosh, is it already going to be an hour? I'm probably going to keep this one short. We went like 3-something hours the other night, and that's a good picture of me and Mommy. Where is that at? Oh, you guys! Oh, give me the remote. Don't hold the button. Yeah, I'm going to show my dad. I'm going to show you guys a picture of my real dad. And you guys tell me if Thomas doesn't look like my real dad. So.
Oh, I hate my mustache now. Maybe not you.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see it.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, I think I'll have to find your
I don't think you can tell.
So that
It's too far away.
you're my grandpa. I am.
Maybe you can't see it, but it looks like Thomas. Actually, yeah, here we'll do that, and we'll bring the remote over there.
Yeah, it looks just like Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas looks more like my dad than I do. Chad is flipping out. Like, I've never seen so many confirmations before. And you got his mustache, too. You got his mustache going on.
I know.
So, I don't think my dad could grow the beard either. So,
Wait, do you remember that beard?
no, he's got one.
I like that.
He's got one. But he can grow. You can grow a full one. I'm sure you'll be able to. But
What kind of Viking beard you got?
How old was he there? Well, how old was I? Did you see me below there? How old was I there? Maybe I would have been 6. So he died when he was 34. So I'm going to guess he was like 28, 27, something like that. The screensaver flipped off, so I can't go back now. We have a screensaver that just plays hundreds and hundreds of pictures. That's one of the best ways that we remember things in our family. Some of the kids can remember things from when they're very young because they saw the picture all their life growing up with it. It was great. What did he die of? It's a little confusing, I think, but I think aneurysm is what it says. Aneurysm? I don't remember. Aneurysm is maybe what he died from. They thought maybe for a while he choked. He died in the Denny's, which is weird, so I never went back to Denny's. But, so yeah. Does Grandma Kitty come? You know what? She probably should be coming. I don't think she'd want to go and stay out all night, but I'll make sure she knows that she can come. Let's not forget to invite Grandma Kitty if we didn't already. I'm sure we've invited her in the past, and maybe she just didn't come. I can't remember. I don't know anything anymore. Andrea was always my recollector. Help me remember. Please, no beard, Thomas. Judah is your mini-me. You know, I see it more and more the older that he gets. And I had blonde hair as a kid. But when I turned 5, it changed to what I got now, to dark brown. Glad you're doing the live feed instead of worrying about having to take time away from the kids. Editing videos is more meaningful. Really? Well, that's great. I enjoy doing the lives. It's been great, and we'll still do the other videos, and it's so much easier to do live, and plus it's fun to have interaction with people and to talk and have questions. And
People are very opinionated on my facial hair.
they certainly are. You should go back and scroll past all of. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. It was like 7 screens of oh my gosh, yes. Yeah, I was. Are you?
But having a beard is cool and manly.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be. But at the same time, I don't have a beard. I look like I look more like.
No way. You look like
the master.
No way. You look like a lumberjack that's been captured and forced into a suit.
Yeah. Or I could look like a guy who chooses.
I'm gonna have a beard.
Yeah, my dad. I was 10 when my dad passed away.
Sorry.
Needs some Bible verses to turn to struggling with adult drugs. I want to help him so bad. I'm not prepared to just give them to you off the cuff. There's a chapter in Romans where Paul says, what I want to do is not the good. What I do is not the good I want to do, but what I hate is the thing I keep doing. And what a wretched man I am. And I think that's a good one. I guess if he's not wanting to be in drugs, but. Justus and Eden look like Andrea? Sure. Everybody thought they were twins. I can't tell you how many times people thought Justus and Eden were twins. So.
Not that about me after
Not really. Not really. You were always so much taller than Asher that no one thought that you were twins.
Two of us, Judah and Justus.
Yeah, I think that might have happened for a while. You know who really looks like my sister and Grandma Kitty is Sophia. Sophia really takes after my mom's side. Yeah, I've got double brown genes for brown eyes, and so none of my kids have a chance of having anything but brown eyes. So even though Andrea had blue eyes. Sophia is beautiful. How old was your dad when he passed? He was 34. You know verses about grief? Lamentations 3 was really big to me. And someone shared with me Hosea 6 that I really liked. It was very special to me. I was in Isaiah 49, I think, where it talks about the righteous being taken away to be spared from the days of evil. I think that's good too. One with ocean blue eyes, 5 with brown eyes, 1 with green eyes like me. Oh, neat. Neat mix. Your dad died 1 month before your 13th birthday. Yep. I would have loved to have those couple extra years in there. Who does Claudia look like the most? I think Hannah's oldest daughter. Claudia doesn't look like anybody that I know. I don't know what Andrea said she resembled, but she seems to be like totally unique in the way she looks. So I'm sure she must favor somebody. But
Our legs are all pink though.
you can see Andrea and Claudia. Yeah. Some say we sleep when we pass. Some say we're going to go to the Lord. What do you think? Well, I think we can prove that from the scriptures if we continue studying this out. If you stick with me through the book of Matthew, and I don't know, maybe we keep going after that, we'll see what happens. But I personally think you can prove it conclusively when I start. What are you guys talking of doing?
I was just trying to say something really mean, so I'm just blocking it out.
I think you go right to heaven when you die. So you go right to heaven when you die. I think that can be. Come on, what are you doing?
Every time I actually try to say something really mean.
I'm not trying to say anything.
You guys are goobers. I think you can. I think you can prove it. So it all focuses around one thing, and I think that one thing can be proven. So we'll talk about that. Good question, though. Diagnosis of death was less than 6 months.
How is that anything bad?
Claudia is awesome. Yeah, she is awesome.
Oh, okay.
It's funny because she will cry when she gets hurt and stuff, but only to get people in trouble. That's the only reason she cries. I can watch her hurt herself and not cry at all. But if somebody, hits her, oh, Daddy, Justus hit me. Yeah. She only cries for effect. She's so, you'll be with me today in paradise. Yeah, that's true. But you can explain that verse away. I don't think they do a very good job of explaining it away. They put a couple commas in there. There's no grammatical anything in the original Greek, by the way. There's not even spaces between the words in the original Greek manuscripts to save space on the parchment. So, but they will say, verily I say to you today, you will be with me in paradise. So that's how they get around that. And it's a bad way to get around it, but you can. But if you prove what I kind of alluded to the preterist stuff. If I go through that and show you what the implications of that are, you'll see why that has to be the case. And if you're not on board with that, then you have to think you sleep on the ground still. And you can't have it both ways. We're getting some wrestling going on back there. It's okay for her to be her own person. Absolutely.
This is what's happening. He says he's gonna. You very much. Tom's the most ticklish person in the family. Yeah, he is the most ticklish person in the family.
Oh, my goober sons.
I didn't touch it. I didn't
Sound
barely
privileged,
touch
but not
your
as
arm.
Wide thinker, yes, we are with him immediately, I believe. I believe that's what the scriptures say. And I believe it can be proven. Someone's going to get hurt. We're going to poke an eye out, and we're going to also be live on YouTube, and we're going to be go down as in history as the worst family.
I think the first thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna break Tom's phone. We all signed
Look at
a-
Thomas's ninja stance right there.
arm ready, tickle. What made you double team?
Oh, I'm gonna touch
I'm
my
sorry. I get down. This is take it.
You need someone to write a check for swimsuits. I think I can handle it. I think I can handle it.
Okay, self-professing you.
Oh my goodness. What a show, huh?
I hurt my knee. No.
They know that this is only going on because of you guys.
That's not true. Judah started it.
I'm just following through.
I was just minding my own business. You took my phone. And then you took my phone. Because you took my phone.
That's not a good reason why I'm going right.
We got 5 boys too.
Answer.
Can we do a live dinner soon? Yes. Did we miss it again? Oh no, live no, I wasn't. I remember. This was not a good month for that. Yes, 13th of January we'll be doing the live dinner. Knock on wood. So I have leaving sleep, but I'm changing my thoughts lately. I'm changing my audios actually. That's wonderful. I mean, it's really brave to change somebody's mind. I love. There's a bunch of videos about psychology about somebody having a paradigm shift of what actually happens in your brain when you change your mind about something fundamental to you. It's very difficult to do, but once you do it, you become a better person and become easier and open to change down the road. And if you're not easy, if you're resistant to change, that comes with its own set of problems and also advantages, you know, for defending things that you believe. But I like to stick with what the Bible says. That's why I don't go to preachers. I'm not saying, go read this guy's book. It's a good book. Go, listen to this preacher. He's a good preacher. Now, things may be true, but I just want to stick with what the Bible says. Look, Asher's smiling. See? Look how happy he's having. And watch. Since he's been a little boy, I've always been able to do this. Watch. Don't smile, Asher.
Don't smile.
He's already smiling. He's already smiling.
You can see any now staring at it.
Are certain denominations preterist? No, preterism is just a thing. It's like baptism. You know, there's not although there are Baptist churches, so man, I guess I can't use that one. It's a doctrine more than it is some sort of a religion or a denomination. It's not even that big of a deal, really. You know, and if you don't believe, you don't think preterism is fine, that's great, no problem. It's not the prevailing view. So, but we can talk about it, and you guys can decide for yourself if you like it or not. No harm, no foul, and if not, great. It's not that important.
Actually,
I don't believe in religion. Well, I guess I don't either. So, religion that pleases the Father, I've shared that before, is to look after orphans and widows in their distress and to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. They're so happy because you're happy. I am happy. I was like, what is that noise? That's amazing. I'm getting to get tinnitus from that for some reason. I think I'm going to make a video on making an audio Bible. That's what I'm going to say. I have said some things in the past about the audio Bible, but I was giving them away, basically, and I got a lot of requests, and I'm going to fill those requests, but I'll just say it's a lot of them, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. It's not even expensive. You can make yourself one, and I'll help you do it for, like, not a lot of money. So I'm going to put a video out on that. So stay tuned, I suppose. Is there an app for the audio Bible? Yeah, I think Bible.is. If you look for Bible.is in the App Store, and you will find an audio Bible app there for you. So I think whatever you listen to, you want to make it dramatized, where it has sound effects and stuff. I think it's what you listen to. How do you keep it playing? It stops every chapter. Is that one of the ones that I sent? It stops every chapter. It shouldn't. Chances are, well, if you're doing it maybe on the on listening on Audio Bible like an app or something, that's just the style. What I'm going to show you how to do is just to buy a certain speaker on Amazon. In fact, you can get that speaker now. I believe I have it in our Amazon affiliate store. So if you look underneath the description of this video and click, there should be a button there that says our Amazon affiliate link, and you can click. It'll take us to our little store, and I'm pretty sure there's a speaker you can buy that just takes a little SD card, and any MP3s you put on that, it'll just play nonstop, just straight on through. So we use something similar. We actually use an iPod that controls our audio Bible in our house. But the speaker can do the same thing. So if you can click that right now and get it, and you just got to download yourself some MP3s. Like I said, faithcomesbyhearing.com. They recently moved them to there from the Bible.is site. So
Asher wakes up first, Thomas wakes up last. You look up blasphemy like
you've been blessed with great children, especially older ones. They will support and sustain you. How tall are you and the older boys? I am 6'2". Thomas is about an inch shorter than me, so he's like what, 6 foot, 6'1", 6'1".
Last I checked, last time I actually went on the stick, I was 6 foot on the middle.
6 foot. And I don't know the other boys. How tall are you, Asher?
I gotta go. I think I just got 6 foot or something. Like 5, 11. You jacked my spot.
You jacked mine.
No, I didn't. I just jacked yours.
Well, I jacked mine.
You liar.
You jacked yours. Actually, I unjacked the spot, so you were here first.
She laid him down for a nap and he wasn't breathing. It was just back before she brained it. Oh my gosh. That's so sad.
I'm 5'7".
Well, our prayers with whatever family that's talking about. Ruth, I'm so sorry. How tall was Andrea? Mommy's on there, right? Go look and see where mommy's at on the stick. Because I don't remember. 5 something. No, she's on there.
5 foot.
What?
5 foot 4.5.
5'4"?
Anna?
Yeah, half.
Mommy?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm 5 foot
We've been
7.
measuring the kids on the birthdays. Yes, it's been very hard. That wrecks me up to do that. Wow.
Say it.
Well, I am your entrance.
Everyone wants you to know you have a swim diaper. Need a swim diaper for Hannah. I'm pretty sure Andrea's already got swim diapers stocked in the swim basket. So swim basket already has all their trunks, all the suits, all the toys, and I'm pretty sure a couple swim diapers. But in the event they don't, the Walmart we do all our shopping in is right local, close by. We'll be going there to get junk food and snacks anyways. So you do not say safe. Safe forever for saving your chair. Is someone stealing chairs over there?
Well, Asher stole his chair. I stole Asher's, and Tom stole my previous chair.
And then I unstole your chair and stole Asher's.
And now I'm just sitting here.
Can you show all the baby hands again? I would love to see them all finished again. That thing it fell off the wall, and thankfully I was able to catch it, and it didn't do any damage to them. But they're all kind of sloshed around. And Andrea had that thing sealed up. So, you want to go get the hands thing, the baby hands, very, 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 very carefully.
I'll send you the lady.
Are you sure that was Andrea's? It wasn't Asher? ALM, yeah, Andrea. Well, that could be Asher Lee Mills. Oh, okay. Probably. I don't remember. But I can tell you where she was at. If I hugged her, her head would have been right here.
Well, I was taller than Mom by a little bit.
Oh, yeah. And you're how big?
I'm 5'7".
So, yeah, okay.
5'4".
All right. Oh, they're falling down again. So, I don't know if you can see that, I guess. Oh, anyways, they're falling down. I gotta fix them again. But is that one broke? No, it's just a little thing there. So, no, none of them are cracked. That's just the piece of the little sticky thing that's supposed to stick them to the bottom. So, all right. Would you go put it back?
Fine, I'm gonna be the good son and put it away.
The seventh son of the seventh son.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great idea. We made them. That was Andrea, you can get a little baby hand mold kit. In fact, you can find it in the Amazon affiliate store. If you click on the little thing down there, I'm pretty sure that Andrea has the kit in there. You take a little cast of the baby's hand, and then you fill it with plaster of Paris, and you make it from your kid's hands. And some of them we had to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. So it took a while to get it right, but it's a really, really, really fun keepsake. Andrea could have been a professional organizer. Absolutely, she was. She was a professional organizer. She did it for a living. Right here. What are the items covered with the domes on the shelf? Oh, that's our nature shelf. So it's everything from all stuff we found in our yard or on our nature walks or hikes, different things that we abandoned, birds' nests, bees.
Rattlesnake. The last time we went
Yeah,
hiking.
I killed a rattlesnake at my mom's house, and we skinned it and kept the skin and the rattle and shells and fossils. And what is that apple thing up there?
It's a.
No, it looks like an apple. Up.
An apple. Did we found that when we were going to Oklahoma? It's like on the side of the road.
Oh, yeah.
Petrified apple of some sort.
Remember, it kind of looked like a brain.
Oh, this was a monkey ball? It shrunk that much?
Yes.
Wow.
Remember they all around the trees and throw.
You can find that in our video. We have a video where we find the monkey balls. You guys see that? Where they're in the tree. They're like as big as a softball. They're green and not thorn apple. It was some kind of an apple.
It looked like a brain, whatever it was. It was
Fat, bumpy apple.
They called them something.
Some spiders go around the apple.
I can't remember. We didn't put it back. So all kinds of little things from our nature thing. No, it's not. Hedge apple. Hedge apple. That's it. That's it. Anime recommendations. Well, we perhaps it might seem too trendy, but I absolutely love Naruto. Everybody's heard of Naruto, but I really like the emphasis they place on the next generation. It's woven through the whole thing. It's like the whole point of Naruto is bringing up the next generation and training the next generation and dying for the next generation. And the kids are the most important things. I absolutely love it. It makes me tear up at lots of parts. And so that one's really fun, and really like Bleach, and just finished watching Cowboy Bebop. I had never watched that one before, but it was recommended, and we watched that by somebody. And what else we watch? One Piece we've been watching, and One Punch Man is really good. I love One Punch Man. Is it what?
Like billion.
Why?
It's the anime of anime.
No, it's like dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
One Punch Man is awesome. That's awesome.
To make fun of other animes.
The version I want NRS 89 with drama. That sounds good. That's not the right one. They actually brought it back, so I think you actually can get it. For many, many, many years, it was not available. Well, the one we watch is the NIV, the New International Version, and it won't say 1984, but that's the only one they have. So it's a New International Version dramatized, or NIV dramatized. For about 15 years, it was not available because there was copyright problems. But it is available now. So.
I'm only doing this because I should be a jerk. Holy cow, thanks. Oh!
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been to a real arcade. We've got an arcade in the basement, so the sad thing is that all the kids don't enjoy arcades the way I did. They got to play new games. They don't have Sea of Thieves in an arcade cabinet. Short of that, they wouldn't be interested in an arcade, sadly.
Wait. They're too old. They're too pixely. We play more. They're like 200.
But you play a newer Mortal Kombat. You wouldn't play OG Mortal Kombat, would you? Have you?
We played lots. We have an arcade. There's lots where you play Bomberman.
That's true. Yeah.
Street Fighter.
There's lots of games. Yeah.
Like,
We don't play enough down there. There's so many things in my life that I want to do, and now I have even less time than I did before. How many of your kids drive? Just Thomas for now. Asher's still working on it.
I'm almost able to get a drive. Like, we can go in there, bro.
you're ready for the test tomorrow? I take it tomorrow morning. You can go.
Probably.
Well,
Cause-
I might want to read.
Because I got one job tomorrow morning in Hewlett, and I'm going to be there for probably 3 hours.
Yeah, but we're gonna be
And
going
I can-
tomorrow, so.
Yeah, but the test doesn't take long.
I mean, if it's 3 hours, you're leaving at 12. We need to get here there at like.
You went to Sundance to take it? I thought we did it in Gillette.
Yeah, in Sundance. I remember because I never had to deal with stuff like that, so I was scared.
No, your driving test maybe you took there. We're talking about the written test. We took it on the computer. No.
I went on the computer.
Remember you failed it, then you did it again. Yes, you did. We did it twice in a row. I remember very well.
I did it.
I want
and
you to
then we
read the
went
book
and did-
again.
You said you can miss 2 and you can try it twice. So you did it the first time and you failed, and then you did it immediately right after that, and then you passed. But that was in Gillette.
Then maybe, I guess.
Why don't you read the book one more time just in case?
I almost
Yep.
can get a learner's permit. I almost was able to still do this. I gotta wait until you.
You still have the food that Andrew dehydrated? Yep. It's up there on the shelf. I know you guys have, someone has sent me a couple crock pot books, and you keep telling me crock pot stuff. And Andrea would just make a stew, and she'd put a roast or something in there, and she just grab stuff from her jars, and she just throw stuff in there. She had so much fun making stews out of her dehydrated stuff. Stop it.
Sorry, you did.
And so one of these days I'm going to figure out how to do that, and I will make stews or soups or whatever she made. Oh, probably closed New Year's Eve. Well, New Year's Eve isn't the holiday though, is it? Isn't it New Year's Day that's actually the holiday? All the time everyone has their opinions. I happen to like it. What was I just talking about? I don't remember.
He's asking for this.
Eve and day. Oh, okay. The water park. It'll be fun for the kids. We're way overdue to go to. They have this place, Watiki, in Rapid City. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hour drive away.
I'm never going on the other thing.
And it's such a fun water park. It's indoor. You can do it in the wintertime. And it's really cool. There's actually a video on the channel of what's going to there. But it's been a long time since we went.
Oh my god, you jerk.
Okay.
Hey, you guys, you're going to break something.
He needs to stop being a jerk and I'll stop tickling him.
You ever kids walk on your back? Oh, yeah, that was fun.
doing nothing with it?
Stop picking on Asher, they're saying, Judah.
What?
They're saying stop picking on Asher.
Oh, Asher needs to stop picking on him. You can't hear it, but he's being the biggest jerk.
How did Andrew do the baby hands?
I thought I show on. No, I didn't.
Well, bet me $1 million if you say it again. I will.
Stop. I'm pretty sure there's a video on the channel about it, but you have to mix this pink powder with some water, and you put it in a bag, and then it sloshes around, and you put the baby's hand in the bag, and you have to hold it there for like a minute. Okay, sit on the chair.
Only if he
Sit on the
says
chair. No, you don't get to choose
You
that.
don't know what he's saying. Like, he's being a really big jerk.
Asher, come sit down here.
I can't. If I go there, with me.
Oh my goodness. Right now, Mount Rushmore, that place where the water park is right next to Mount Rushmore, so it's like a 2 hour drive. So, pretty close. Yeah, we'll be wrapping it up here. We'll call it quits at 11. Make it an hour and a half. House full of testosterone. That's the truth. That's the truth. All right.
He said it again.
I know.
You don't know. You just made sure that, yeah.
All right, knock it off.
He needs to knock it off. Listen to what. No, don't listen to what he's saying. Stand up.
I can't. I'm not laughing.
You're just smiling. You're angry.
What are you doing?
I'm sitting on the chair.
No.
If you have additional kids, would you still do the hands? Yep, we will always do the hands for whatever kids that we have.
I get a.
This is a different live than normal. Usually when the kids are being crazy, it's not it's not these kids. It's usually little ones.
I got the finger of ultimate power right here.
Stick that thing in my
No,
mouth.
if you do not sit right, I will tickle you till you dead.
Alright, I'll sit right here. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm going to be done here in about 5-10 minutes, okay? How are the girls still asleep? Well, they're kind of not. So,
Alright, that's enough, bro.
Tom and Andrea start wearing dresses all the time. And why? Just curious. So, when did it start is a good question. Honestly, me and Andrea have formed our views on, we talk a lot about everything and the influence pornography has had on our culture, both in its explicit form and even in its much more modern, weaker form, you know, just swimsuit ads and that sort of a thing. And being a guy, I know how enjoyable it is to look at that kind of thing. And so we talk about that all the time. And so how, hey, that's enough. Somebody's going to break something.
That was him. He's literally tickling me because.
And so yes, it's a modesty thing. And so so at one point, I don't know how long ago, she's been doing it for a long time. I'd say 17 years. We decided that it's better to be modest and not give that to temptation to anybody than to be a person guilty of helping or causing bad thoughts and stuff. So. Love watching you, Tom. Andrew's my favorite. She loved me and made me feel at peace. That's wonderful. Yeah, she did. She did me too. She did me too. I was her biggest fan. Tom is not. Wow. Well done. Settle down, young man. Settle down. See? You can always be allowed to wear pants. They can always wear pants and shorts. We don't necessarily tell them that they can't. We just think that it's more feminine and modest to wear the dresses. So there's nothing necessarily wrong about the pants. Andrea would wear. Actually, she wouldn't. She ended up really liking them and being very comfortable in them, but she wouldn't be against pants either. But so.
Always will be thoughts.
Been to Mount Rushmore, yes. Ironically, not as many times as you would think. Whenever there was a, hey, stop!
You need to tell him to stop.
I am. Stop.
No, tell him. The only reason I'm doing it is never power.
He knows where your goat's tied.
No, that's it's super bad thing. You think it's it. I just said that.
No!
You guys ever heard that saying? He knows where your goat's tied.
My eyeball!
Yeah,
You're John's right. You're gonna put your eyeball.
Stop it. This is your own fault.
Man, we're gonna have to just log off. You guys are too crazy.
I mean, I want to keep, but Asher is being mean.
Hi, Andrea Mills here. Yep, I love that too. Did Andrea always have long hair? Pretty much, yeah. Ever since I knew her, and I think long hair is beautiful, and so she always had long hair, and she thought having a beard is handsome, so I always had a beard. Before I met Andrea, I would shave this off regularly and go without a beard, or go with a goatee, or do something different, or go clean shaven sometimes. But she liked having a beard, so I've had one ever since. I never shaved since I met her. Get your goat. The story I always heard about the goat thing was supposed to be that race horses would be calmer if they had a goat in their stall with them. And if they were calmer, they would be more rested and more ready to go when they actually raced. And so supposedly the saying, get your goat, was supposedly around people that would go and they'd steal somebody's goat, and then the horse would be agitated because the goat was missing, and then the horse wouldn't race as good. So I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I had always heard.
I mean,
And
Asher
so-
was being mean. If he was being mean, I would be doing it. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Oh my goodness.
I don't want to hear all the dating question stuff and all that. I know you don't mean any offense out or whatever. That's fine. I don't want to think about it or talk about it. As I said in the beginning of the video, I don't want to do that. So I'm not looking for somebody. I'm undoing all that. I need to just be a good dad and be here for my family and finish grieving and just try to be what God wants me to be. So.
Come on, you liar. You have no proof. I know. He's being a real jerk. No, that's not. Oh my god. I have no idea. I got his vocal cords.
All right. Well, we got 5 minutes. I think it's gonna make 5 more minutes with these little rambunctious dudes.
Okay, it's this guy right here. It's totally this guy.
Will you film the New Year's Eve party? Yeah, we'll definitely get footage of New Year's, and we may go live for a little bit and just maybe very short, 5-10 minutes, and just let you guys say hi and poke in and just see what's going on. Maybe we'll go live when we go right for the countdown. Wouldn't that be fun to count down for New Year's? But then by the time that happens, we're not having much fun. I mean, yeah, I guess we are.
No,
We're usually pretty tired. We're pretty tired by that time. I don't know. We'll see. Will Hannah stay up? No way. Literally shaking the camera.
I think last New Year's I didn't even sleep at home. I stayed awake all night.
Is Thomas dating? I don't know. I'm not comfortable with any of them right now. I don't want to talk about any of that stuff right now. Eden does have a suit now. Yes, somebody got one here. Thank you so much for whoever sent that. I didn't have a gift card thing in it. It was an Amazon package. I don't know who sent it, but God bless you. I don't know how you did it or where you must live. You must live next door to an Amazon facility, I think, for that to have happened. Because I pay for next day shipping and it's not going to be here till the 3rd.
Maybe it's like that person already sent one before you announce it. Is that my elevator there? Oh, it is.
Shelly, that was yours? Oh, you did? Wow. Thank you, Shelly. I know that you were sending one, but I couldn't believe that you could have got here that fast. Man, I can't believe that worked out on a Monday. Man, that was amazing. Thank you. Yes, I got it. Thank you, Shelly. Shelly has sent us so many things, and it's been so nice to our family. What a blessing.
Sorry.
Shelly's the best. The whole Smith family. What a blessing. They're so kind. They've done so many things for us.
Okay, that sounds really bad how you sing like that. It didn't even sound like what you said.
And you have connection. Oh, I totally agree with that. Is true. You got to be pretty close in the outfit. I've noticed going east to west goes faster than west to east. I don't know why that would be as far as shipments goes. So if somebody is east of us, we'll get it much faster than if they're west of us.
Oh, goodness.
Thomas Mills, how do you keep up with crazy brothers?
Actually, Thomas is being kind of crazy himself right now.
He says he don't.
I'm the least crazy of the big brothers.
But he's the most craziest when he is.
Thomas likes to be crazy. He's still that little boy that wants to jump on number 4. He just doesn't do it unless he's really comfortable with somebody.
Thank you.
Pancakes or waffles? That's what it is.
Pancakes or waffles? Waffles. I've been thinking we need to buy one of those Belgian waffle makers, like those really expensive, nice, round, super thick waffle making things. That'd be so fun. Wouldn't that be great? We've always bought stuff in the vein of like something that makes 50 waffles at once. What's going on?
What the heck? Stop! You're gonna kick that camera. Ow, my! You hit your head on my knees.
All right, I think that's the stroke to end on. Thanks you guys for tuning in to this WWE event. Tune in next week for part 2. Thank you guys for watching. It was a lot of fun. We appreciate you guys.